Hello, and thank you for listening to WRYAT, New Orleans' fifth-ranked public radio station. As always, we're broadcasting live from a prefabricated Home Depot shed located off of South Carrollton by the Popeyes.
What's up, dude? It's your boy Talbot Murphy here, and I'm on like a journey of self-discovery to a destination of self-improvement or something, you know? I'm trying to learn from my old toxic tower ways and use my past experience to build a better tower for the future, you know? And in an effort to hold myself accountable, I'm taking all you dudes along for the ride. You've been with me since college. You've been with me since TED Talks. Now I want you to be with me while I call my ex-girlfriend to try to figure out what went wrong in our relationships and how to fix behavior going forward. This is TEDx, dudes. Before we get into today's call, I want to give a shout out to my producer, my guru, and my best bud since our soup and salad dorm talk days back in college. Let's give it up for Steve-O, dudes.
Am I supposed to say something or?
Steve-O, yes, dude. I gave you a freaking shout out. Ah, forget it, dude. Moments passed. Speaking of moments, though, I got a little flashback to a real interesting moment in my life for you today, Steve-O. Remember Lucille?
Maybe. I'm not sure, to be completely honest, and I mean, no offense by that, dog.
None taken, bro. I dated her in that rough and tumble sophomore year, and I know you remember that.
Yeah, I remember your rough and tumble sophomore year. You only ever came back to the dorm to, like, pass out from partying, and you'd, like, wake up and start partying all over again.
Yeah, dude, that was me, all right. The vicious college cycle, you know?
I mean, there were, like, weeks on end when I wouldn't even see you. You were, like, doing, I mean, Tedward, you were doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's college, you know?
Okay, I may not remember this girl, but I definitely remember you hanging out with that burnout kid from short fiction writing who, like, worked at his grandpa's army surplus store or something. What's his name?
Stogie.
Yeah, Stogie. His grandpa was in, like, Vietnam, and so he had access to his grandpa's prescriptions for all these, like, super intense medications for, like, schizoaffective disorder and stuff.
Okay, Steve-O. Yes, we get it. This was a wild time in my life, and I was following him with a bad crowd. We were all running around together doing hella alcohol and drugs, dude, and having college experiences and whatnot. That's what we were, dude. Or that's what they were, dude. College experiences.
Yeah, well, so it's like studying and taking tests and such like that.
And so I was having one of these college experiences at a house party once, and that's where I met Lucille, bro. And I fell for her immediately. She had these beautiful eyes like kaleidoscopes, dude, and she was the only girl that could keep up with me on all the,
Substance abuse?
Yeah, that. And I thought it was hella hot, dude. I would go out to parties just to do substance abuses, but then I was like going out to parties just to see her, dude, and do substance abuses. We were enabling each other, dude, and it was passionate and romantic, but also like self-destructive, you know? She must have recognized it before I did, dude, because one day, without any warning at all, dude, she just up and moved away without saying a word. And after she left, I like decided I needed to cut out the hard substance abuses and just smoke weed so I could actually finish college, you know? But I never heard from Lucille again, dude.
Wow. Tedward, you never told me like any of this, dog. I had no idea you were in this, like, whirlwind summer of love friggin' romance when you weren't studying or going to class or taking tests.
I'm a complicated man, Steve-O. This one hit hard, and it's very personal for me, you know? I never found out where Lucille moved after she left. One morning, I was just looking for the girl with the kaleidoscope eyes, and she was gone. So this has got to weigh heavy on her, too.
Yeah, dog. I bet it does.
So anyways, a couple of weeks ago, I hired a guy from the dark web to track her down. He got her phone number for me. She lives in Chicago now, dude. Now I'm going to call her up to sort this out.
I'm all for, like, recovery through absolution and such, Tedward, but do you really think that's such a good idea?
Yeah, dude. She'll probably be excited to hear from me. It's been years, dude. Now, Steve-O, stay quiet while I talk, okay?
Oh, bro, you don't have to tell me to do that twice. This is like 7 layers of anxiety hell for me, dog. This is awful.
This is Lucille Schuyler Diamond, NIA District 11. And who am I blessed to be speaking with on this anointed day?
Tower, dude. Tower Murphy.
What can I do for you today, Mr. Murphy?
Well, you, remember dating me back in college, dude?
Oh, well, unfortunately, I had a pretty rough and tumble experience with college because I hadn't been saved yet. And it was also when I found out that I was powerless over my addictions. So it is very possible that I did date you, but I'm sorry that I don't have a lot of memories from that time in my life, other than that it was very, very, very a dark time.
I mean, I was partying a lot then too, dude, but I still remember you. We met at that house party.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I don't remember you. Do you remember maybe whose house it was?
No, I don't, but behind the house, there was like a bridge by like a fountain or something, dude.
I'm really sorry. I have no memory of that at all. My life had been unmanageable at that time.
We dated for weeks, dude. We would like hold each other's hands and gaze into each other's eyes, and all around us, everyone would smile and kept challenging each other to do things like keg stands and boof ketamine. We were passionate in love, dude. Don't get me wrong, it was toxic and we were enabling each other, but you left an indelible impression on my psyche and permanently rewired my brain and stuff, dude. I read books and looked at art. You convinced me to call my stepdad Rick and make amends. You don't remember any of this?
Believe me, I really wish I could. No one wishes they could remember that time in their life more than me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's just you changed my life, and I may as well never been in yours. No wonder you never told me you moved to Chicago, dude.
Moved to Chicago? I've lived in Chicago my entire life, and despite my defects of character, that is something I know for a fact.
What? Are you fucking with me right now, dude?
I am most assuredly not effing with you, Mr. Murphy. I was born in St. Anthony, and I attended half a semester of college at the University of Chicago before I dropped out and entered the 12-step program in 1997.
1997, dude.
Tedward?
Yes, sir. I am proud to say that I have been sober for 25 years.
What the fuck is going on, dude? This is like a bad trip or something.
Tedward, just hang up.
Oh, I have been down that road before, Mr. Murphy, and you and I both know where it ends. But there is hope. For a power greater than yourself can restore your sanity.
My sanity?
And there we go.
Steve-O, bro, what the fuck just happened, dude? Was I like catfish or something? Or am I insane? Am I a danger to myself and others, dude?
Nah, Tedward, you're not dangerous. You just had some really intense college experiences there, dog. And I'm pretty sure you hallucinated this girlfriend.
Dude, I may have done some hella substance abuse, but there was no way in hell I ever took anything strong enough to hallucinate a whole ass woman in an entire ass relationship with her.
Dog, you don't remember that night you came back to the dorm, all excited because you finally got your hands on the CIA-grade acid Stogie uses Grandpa's military connections to get?
No.
Okay, well, like, one night, you came back to the dorm all overjoyed and whatnot because you had just got a strip of acid from Stogie, and you asked me if I wanted to split it with you, 5 hits each. And I told you no because we had a Chem 301 final the next day, and I wanted to be well rested for it. And then you told me that I was missing out because this was that MK Ultra shit. And I told you then I definitely didn't want to do it in that case. And then you said that if I wasn't going to take any, then you were just going to have to take it all. And sure enough, you did.
Oh, shit, dude, yeah. Yeah, it started to come back to me now.
Well, you were coming up. You kept playing Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds on repeat because, you know, we're in the college Beatles, right? And you were playing it on repeat at, like, maximum volume on your Bluetooth speaker, and I told you to turn it down, but then you just bolted outside the dorm still blaring Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds on your little speaker. And, like, 2 hours later, Stogie called me to come to the Army surplus store where he had you tied up in a chair. You were completely naked, dude, and just, like, hella inconsolable because the battery on your Bluetooth speaker died, and he kept screaming that she was gone, and we had to administer, like a shitload of Stogie's grandpa's antipsychotic drugs to finally get you to come down. Also, you'd written the name Jack Ruby all over your body in red ink for some reason. I don't know what that was about, but whatever. After all that, you, like, friggin' swore off acid and hallucinogens and, like, everything except weed and Slim Jims. So I'm pretty sure that's where your Lucille Schuyler Diamond came from. Unlikely as it is, this woman you just called happened to have the exact same name, dog.
Wow, that checks out, Steve-O. You cracked the case on this one, dude. Good to know I'm not insane, but still freaky that I've had a vivid memory of Lucille and, like, our relationship, you know? Even though it wasn't real, it still had like an impact on me or whatnot.
Well, yeah, dog. I mean, LSD is like an introspective roller coaster. You know, your subconscious clearly manifested this woman who represented your attraction to the college party lifestyle that you had found so intoxicating at that time until you no longer could. Because much like the battery in a Bluetooth speaker, at some point that lifestyle is no longer sustainable, and you have to reckon with that before you can move forward. If anything, your memories of Lucille are probably just your nostalgia for our freewheeling college years, a relationship to a time in your life that's now over, and easy to romanticize. But now you have wisdom and can move on and stuff. I could go on, but I'm going to stop talking now, dog. We got to end the show. We're going over.
Good call, dude. Well, folks, we learned a lot about Old Tedward this week, and Old Tedward learned a lot about himself. Join us next week when I call someone who's hopefully a real person that I actually dated and not a CIA acid-induced hallucination. This has been your boy Tedward, and this has been TEDx, dude.
Also, dog, I hope you didn't pay that dark web guy a lot of money, because I just searched for Lucille Schuyler Diamond on Facebook, and literally the first person who came up was a 43-year-old woman who lives in Chicago and runs a local AAA chapter there.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah, dog, look at my phone.
No, I mean, don't talk during the outro, Steve-O. I've been embarrassed enough for one show. Just save it for one more dump, please.
Sorry, man. I'll stop talking now.
Hello, and welcome to Guided Meditations Through History. I'm here today because sometimes life is stressful and we need to meditate. But also, sometimes we want to learn about the world and its history and make sure we don't repeat the mistakes that came before us. Please join us as we work on calming our mind. At the same time, we nourish it with lessons from the past. You can begin today by centering your concentration and getting into a comfortable position. Then, close your eyes. Start by taking a few breaths. As you inhale, stretch up your spine and relax your base. Let go of some of the tension in your body. Deliberately soften your forehead and loosen your shoulders. Now, I want you to picture yourself in a field. You see green, high grass on all sides of you. The wind sways blades of green across your neck, your arms, your thighs. You look up at the starry sky as crickets chirp in the distance, and you start to walk. And as you walk, your bare feet dig into freshly packed dirt. You walk further, and you feel a motionless hand graze you, and you realize you're standing on a grave. And then you realize smoke is still emanating from the charred body in that grave. How are you doing? Is your mind wandering? That's okay. That's normal. You may want to be hard on yourself for not focusing entirely on your meditation, but you should practice acceptance, because acceptance is caring, and meditation is about self-care. If your mind wanders, just bring it back. So you're back to standing on the grave, and you smell the smoky, fatty odor of burning flesh. And you notice that smell wafting through the cool breeze, and you notice that smell all around you because you're surrounded by mass graves. There are hundreds, possibly thousands of dead bodies around you, lightly covered with dirt, some with bloody bamboo sticks jutting out. Some of the graves are big, and some are small. Clearly, some of the graves are for babies. And you can still see the stain their baby organs left on the nearby chankiri trees. The Khmer Rouge bashed their heads against the trunks so they wouldn't grow up and seek revenge for the death of their parents. Still with me? Still meditating? Good. Meditating is about breathing and sensing and turning off that chattering monkey of thought that keeps you anxious and scared. And if you got distracted, that's fine. Notice any judgments about what's going on with your practice, but see if you can let that go. Meditation works even when we're distracted, or sleepy, or annoyed, or horrified by the splatter of infant guts across Cambodian land. See if you can be a little easier on yourself here. Be an open-hearted warrior, holding it down for yourself, exactly like you would hold it down for someone else, and keep meditating. Okay, now let's return to the mass graves at Chang'ek. You're looking at the lands around you, and you hear an owl in the background. You wonder about the owl, and why he's hooting, and if he's hungry, or maybe he just feels like singing a pretty song. And you surmise that there are about 8,000 corpses around you, all in various stages of rot and dismemberment. Most of the dead are likely academics and doctors and lawyers put to death after the Ankara governmental regime decided they were threats to the communist government. Many of them were also forced to dig their own graves while the Khmer Rouge soldiers watched. And then they were killed by blunt or sharp objects in order to save ammo in a land of scarce resources. From 1970 to 1975, it's believed that roughly 2.5 million of a population of 8 million died in this manner. That doesn't take into account those that were forever changed through a brutal life in re-education camps under the Khmer Rouge. So that's the meditation for today. Feeling relaxed? Feeling calm and open and clear? If not, that's okay. Every meditation is progress. Try to appreciate the simplicity of meditation, and next time, make it a point to take a break and be with yourself. Remember, your attention is delicate, but if you keep at it, you'll settle into inner peace. Join us next time when we meditate to a retelling of the Battle of the Bulge that killed 19,000 young men during World War II. Thank you for your practice.
Attention all WRYAT Superfans! Attention all WRYAT Superfans! Attention all WRYAT Superfans! Attention all WRYAT Superfans!
If you're a super fan of WRYAT, New Orleans' fifth-ranked public radio station, then you've no doubt been listening to WRYAT for years. And by now you're probably saying to yourself, sure, I love WRYAT and all, but when do I get to have some skin in the game? Well, wonder no longer, loyal listener, because our public radio station has an exciting new investment opportunity for you. We here at WRYAT are proud to announce that we'll be releasing a collection of super rare NFTs for super fans only. It's called the WRYA NFTs Collector's Collection. And if you're a WRYAT diehard with Ethereum to spare, then you're going to want to get your digital hands on these non-fungible speculative digital art assets ASAP. That's right, we've minted a series of uniquely identifiable digital images depicting only the rarest of all WRYAT personalities and characters for you savvy investors, superfans to grow your portfolios and make a name for yourselves on the blockchain. Anyone could own an image of established WRYAT favorites like Ronnie and Donnie D'Amico or Luke Garou, but only a superfan could own an image of John Schneid from our short-lived Civility Now program. If that name doesn't ring a bell, good! It's for a rare personality for an exclusive NFT that will only appreciate and value the more forgotten the character becomes. A Brian TVD NFT? Pfft, that's boring. We all know no sports, but we don't all know DJ Spoon from the college radio episode, and that's why you should buy an NFT of her. The WRYA NFT Collector's Collection has an NFT for all of the one or two at most hit wonders. David Chesterfield Hidalgo, Teak Pilates, Feelings Oppenheimer, the cast of Meter Maids and Wade, Ben Robichaux, Kosher Frank, Dank Davis, Trip Renfield, Hurricane Barry, and everyone's favorite, Alan Singleton. But not the one from the Anarchist Cooking Show, the one from Wait, Don't Stab Me. The NFT is a gif of Alan getting stabbed. Early investors will also receive an additional NFT from our exclusive WRYA NFT Collector's Collection Collector's Edition Selection Reflection Collection. This collection includes NFTs of all the lawyers from the Season 2 series of lawyer commercials that felt like they should have built up to something but ultimately didn't. And you're especially not going to have that problem with our WRYA NFT Collector's Collection NFTs. Most of the personalities and programs mentioned aren't due to make a comeback on our station anytime soon, so if you're a true WRYAT superfan, act now and invest in the WRYA NFT Collector's Collection today.
Go to WRYANFTX.US to invest in your future and become a major mover and shaker in the public radio digital art market on the blockchain today. All tokens are non-fungible and non-refundable, and nearly all art curators and historians are unconvinced that NFTs will have any lasting cultural relevance. An NFT is merely a proof of ownership that is separate from a copyright, and the structure of the NFT market is absolutely, without a doubt, 100% a Ponzi scheme. That's WRYANFTX.US. WRYANFTX.US. See you on the blockchain.
And now for news that matters on Y'all Things Considered.
Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Honey Grunch's Wild Oats Show on WRYAT. The time, of course, is 4:20 p.m., and I am your host, the oh-so-salty sweet Honey Island Swamp Monster. I am joined in the studio by my afterlife partner, the Grunch. Yep, it's a special day episode here in the studio. It's Arbor Day. Ain't that swell? Yeah, plant a tree, save the earth. That's what the humans say. I ain't a human, so I and many other cryptids prefer to celebrate Abhor Day. Abhor Day. Let the humans save stuff and we'll keep tearing it down. If not physically, then definitely emotionally and mentally. So anyway, like every year, we have made a top 10 list of things that we abhor. In no particular order, because I have seemed to have lost the list we made. Hold on, I know I had it. Hey, Grunch, have you seen the list? You know, the one we wrote down in our session out in the parking lot before we came inside of the studio. Yeah, that's the ticket, man. You found it, man. That's it. You found it. Okay. Everyone get ready for the list. But first we got to say thank you to the Grunch for finding the list. Okay, I need all of the listeners to help, man, on the count of 3. Let's all say thank you, the Grunch, for finding the list. I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, the Grunch, for finding the list. Oh, wow. Y'all really helped. If you could see the Grunch's face right now, they're so happy. You can see their razor-sharp smile stretching across their face. The spiny bristles and quills running down their back are standing at attention, and beginning to shake. I have not heard them this content sounding since the night before we got married. Okay, where were I? Oh yeah, the list. Top 10 list of things we cryptids abhor about Arbor Day. Number 10. Yeah, stop leaving empty Coors Light cans on the ground. Your werewolves would liken you to pick that up and not do that in the future. Fallen silver bullets killed. Number 9. It's leprechaun, not leper con. They are not at a convention of lepers. Jesus isn't real, and he's not coming to heal them. He doesn't exist. Leprechauns do eye rolling y'all so hard. Number 8. Y'all's giant-sized merchandise technically is not big enough for actual giants. Giant-sized candy bar, that's like a Menta Giants. They are giants. Stop questioning. I'm looking at you, John and John. Number 7. Thunderbirds don't always happen when it's raining. Number 6. If you see someone bandaged from head to toe, please do not ask if they're your mommy. It's 2022. It's insensitive. You don't know their struggles with motherhood. You don't know what it's been like for the last centuries. Number 5. Putting Nair into your werewolf, you know their shampoo bottle is not a funny prank. It's not worth the ha-has and likes and shares on your social media apps. Hearing Nair wolf to them is pretty insulting. It's offensive. And their hair helps protect them in their skin from the sun's rays. Hearing Nair wolf is offensive. And the hair helps protect the skin from the sun's rays of the moon. Number 4. Those of you who have put the chains with locks attached to them around the neck of Nessie, please stop. They have become very heavy. Also, just throwing keys into the Loch Nesses is a taunt. It's not helping either. We understand Loch Ness and Loch Neck sound similar, but really, come on, stop it. Number 3. Please bring back those big skylight skysweepers. The Mothman has put a request in for that since the early 2000s. Number 2. Stop trying to hustle Bigfoot by telling them where they got their shoes at. Y'all know good and well Bigfoot ain't got shoes on. They also do not use our legal tender. And last but definitely not least, it's actually kind of important. Put the Aboriginal people back in Arbor Day. Like we cryptids have been around, since the start of your humanity. Let me say that all the Aboriginal people knew us, respected us, and worked together with us to live and grow. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. They even painted our pictures and passed down oral stories about us for generations. Y'all ready to thank the Grunch on the count of 3 again for adding a very important point into this conversation? On 3, I need all the listeners to say thank you, the Grunch, for adding a very important point. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, the Grunch, for adding a very important point. Oh, I know. But sadly, that's about all the time we have together today. This has been a terrible, and by that I mean terrific, Arbor or Abhor Day. Remember, we believe in you, so maybe try to believe in us. Be better. Signing off, this is the oh-so-salty sweet honey island swamp monster and the Grunge. Good night. Sleep tight. And why not let the bed bugs bite? They're just hungry, that's all.
We now pause this programming for station identification and remind you that you are tuned in to New Orleans' own WRYAT Pirate Radio. Learn more about our programming online at WRYATradio.com and follow us on Instagram at WRYAT Radio. As always, you can listen to this and previous radio broadcasts on YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere else you download or stream podcasts. Thank you for tuning in to WRYAT New Orleans Pirate Radio.
Do you like NFTs? Do you like NASCAR? Log on to niftynfts.net and get your nifty NASCAR NFTs now. Saying no to NASCAR? Well, we've got sole NFT rights to the TV show The Nanny. Log on to niftynfts.net and get your nifty Nick at Night Network Nanny NFTs now. And if you're saying neither to NASCAR and Nanny NFTs, say ni hao to our newfangled NAFTA NFTs. Everyone needs NAFTA, so enough said. Our first 9 NAFTA NFTs are negotiable, buy one, get one deals, and they're free for those from Nehru. So log on to niftynfts.net for our 9 Nego Bogo Nada Nehru Nifty NAFTA NFTs now. Still noping out on our nifty NFTs? Well, come celebrate Nick Nolte watching the 1999 New York Knicks with our nifty NFT of 99 Knicks in Nikes netting notches against the nets as they never noticed 9 nimble noblemen nibble nets nervously. Now, log on to niftynfts.net. We don't know what we're actually selling either, but you've got to admire our ad copy.
Located 105 miles upriver from Mexican Gulf, you will find United States of Louisiana's largest city, New Orleans. Straddling the lower reaches of Mississippi River, this port city has been at long-time crossroad of big fun, groovy party time, and many exciting thing to do. New Orleans is melting pot of cultures that has happily simmered for over 300 years. But what in pot, you ask? Well, French, Spanish, and African culture mixed with Catholics, voodoo, Dixieland jazz, and since March 2022, me. And who is me, you ask? My name is Pudlo, famed Russian radio personality, international traveler, and lover of all things America. So come follow Pudlo as we get reconnaissance on things to do when visit my favorite American city, the Big Easy. You stick with Pudlo and you'll soon learn that every brick and French street of Quarter has story to tell. Welcome, comrades, to WRYAT Radio's newest travel show, Displaced New Orleans. Hello, travel fans. For past 2 months, I've spent living as New Orleans resident due to conflict in homeland of Russia. But I've been fortunate enough to work my way through the long list of this beloved city's famed happenings. Second lines, crayfish boils, jazz band, grass of Marty, and of course, down in the Treme. The experiences themselves are each unique, big fun, and speak to the city's identity of great place for good time. However, it's not just good time specific to New Orleans that make this city what it is. It's where you have and who you have them with. Each event and place to be in New Orleans serves its own take on the city's signature culture with a side of its own story. So today, I'm going to hop over to the French at Quarter Street where big fun party time always waiting. Let's go! Can you smell that, listeners? That is smell of French at Quarter, and it is almost as pungent as smell of actual French who founded it. The Quarter, as called by locals, is oldest part of city at over 300 years and has been center for many historical happenings like slave trade, prostitute village, French surrender, big fire, and many water floodings. But even though the buildings may still be original, the Quarter of today is now known for great things to do when travel visiting, like drug trade, prostitute village, mini drinks, loud noise band, water flooding, and walking around in wet hot air. Pudlow has just made first step onto Street of Bourbon, the party capital of Southlands located in the quarter. So let's ask a local what we should do for our best experience in New Orleans. Hello, sir. Sir, my name is Pudlow. Are you a local?
Yeah, name's Jay. What's up, my man? What you looking for?
Pudlow seeks to have fun time to share with listeners of my new travel show. What would you suggest for best experience of Big Easy Quarter?
Yeah. I got you, man. How much you want?
2, please.
All right, cool. Yeah, follow me. Right this way.
Well, dear listeners, I have followed my new local friend Jay to Bienville Street alleyway, where he is talking to what I assume is another local who knows location of fun times. It looks like this new person has handed Jay an envelope with possible tickets to party show. And back he comes now. Welcome, Jay. Are we ready to make fun party time in Quarter?
For sure. So right here in this envelope, my man.
What this?
It's called ISO. Shit hits harder than fence. It'll make you see God, my man. $80.
Oh, okay. Here you are, friend Jay. Thank you for your help. But what do I do with ISO powder?
Snort it, eat it, inject it, put it in your drink, put it in someone else's drink. I don't give a fuck, my man. Peace.
Oh, all right. Well, bye, Jay. Okay, listeners, my local friend has told me this tiny bag of powder is our ticket to best experience of fun party time in the Big Easy. So here go nothing. It burned like taste bad vodka in back of throat. Welcome back, travel fans. Pudlow is pleased to report that the sounds you are hearing are emanating from vehicles of local police department. But no worries, listeners. Pudlow is most alive and now very safe under protection of New Orleans Police Department, also known as NFTs. Unfortunately, after sniffing the powder from local friend Jay, Pudlow lost his memory for many hours, where I can only assume a groovy fun party time was had, much like vodka night back in homeland of Russia. When I did start to remember again, I was in handcuff outside Dancer Club being attended to by local medic. A policeman named Barry has taken my passport and belonging, but told Pudlow he would be back shortly. As I sit here on the sidewalk of Street of Bourbon, covered in my own blood and what smell like vodka puke, I am overcome with the spirit of New Orleans' expressive, unique, and particular culture, represented in the many happening things going on all around me, such as shooter girls selling their elixirs, angry men of clergy, private security beatings, and many fellow travelers taking it all in with Pudlow. You would truly need to be a local not to be overwhelmed by all the French Quarter has to offer. Police Barry now approaches with my passport. Welcome back, Police Barry.
So, what brought you over from Russia, Mr. Pudlow?
Pudlow is an international traveler and lover of all things America.
Uh-huh. So you're here on vacation? Not official business or anything?
Yes. No. Pudlow also hosts a travel show on the WRYAT radio called This Place New Orleans.
Sure you do. Were you aware your visa has expired, Mr. Pudlow?
Well, I tried to get renewed, but communication and approval from home country of Russia is complicated right now.
Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to take you in this evening. On top of the disorderly conduct charge and resisting arrest, your expired Russian visa makes this a weird international thing that you're going to need to go through some booking for.
Did you hear, listener? Pudlow now get to experience most uniquest facility in Orleans Parish, the NPD Correctional Facility.
I don't have time for this, Mr. Pudlow. Are you able to stand?
Yes, I can, Police Barry. Now, fellow travelers, let's get ready to make Big Easy jail times. New friends, a party time so good I do not remember, and a free trip to authentic local prison. New Orleans, you do not disappoint. I am pleased to report that the Quarter of French was an absolute delight. Thank you to my new friend Jay for the Fun Times Party Powder. ISO provided a one-of-a-kind experience I've come to expect from New Orleans party times. One that keeps its secrets, but those secrets are what keep you coming back for more. The people of New Orleans know comfort, and NOPD Policeman Barry is nothing less than accommodating. So today, we've made new friends and enjoyed the big easiness like only locals can. But tomorrow, we'll search for more of both from inside local prison. Thank you for tuning in to Displaced New Orleans. I'm Pudlow. I'll keep traveling. You stay listening. And New Orleans, you stay groovy. Bye-bye.
Imagine a city where your greatest fears and prejudices become a reality. Welcome to No Fear.
Oh my god, what is that?
I can't.
Each show, 3 contestants from around the parish battle each other in 3 New Orleans-themed challenges. These challenges are designed to test contestants both physically and mentally. If a contestant is too afraid to complete a challenge, they're eliminated. If they fail a challenge, they're eliminated. But if they succeed, they will be one step closer to the grand prize, a 2-night, all-expense-paid trip to the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in fabulous Biloxi, Mississippi, with 2 tickets to the Himpy Jimpy annual WRYAT Beach Party sponsored by Pud Beer. It's hosted by Himpy Jimpy. 3 contestants, 4 challenges, 1 winner, no fear.
Sup, NOLA? I'm your host, Go for the Toker, and this is No Fear. The following challenges were designed and supervised by trained professionals. They are extremely dangerous and should not be attempted by anyone, anywhere, anytime, especially if you're a tourist. And I would like to now welcome our contestants. How are y'all doing today?
My name is Daryl and I own a bar.
Hold up there, bud. We'll do intros in a minute. All right, well, you 3 were brought in from all around the parish for one reason, to stare fear in the eye and compete for a trip to Biloxi. Now, to win No Fear, you're each going to have to complete a localized challenge. These challenges will not only test you physically, but mentally as well. If you're too afraid to try a challenge, you're out. If you try a challenge but fail to complete it, you're gone. But if you succeed, you move on to the final round and that much closer to Biloxi and the Himpy Jimpy hosted WRYAT Beach Party sponsored by Pud Beer. Now remember, this is a game, so some strategy will come into play. Feel free to mess with each other's minds, play off each other's fears. Local references are always appreciated here. Does anyone have any questions?
When are we going to do intro?
God damn it, dude, you'll be introduced with the stunts. All right, speaking of which, well, for our first stunt, we got Pierre Lafitte Fontaine. Tell us a bit about yourself, Pierre.
My name is Pierre, and I was born and raised in New Orleans, the Irish Channel to be specific, and never left ever. But I am here now, and the next step is Biloxi to see the Himpy Jimpy.
All right, cool, man. Well, as a native of New Orleans, we have a very special challenge for you. Today, you're going to be eating an entire king cake.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? That is no challenge.
From Walmart.
Oh, no.
Yes, compadre. Marquez, bring out the Walmart king cake. Every local knows there is nothing worse than baked goods shipped in from out of state, let alone a baked good as sacred as the king cake. Pierre, are you ready?
Ennui.
You got 3 minutes on the clock, my dude. On my mark. And go. Oh, damn, you snarfed that down quick as fuck. How'd you stomach it, Pierre?
The thought of Biloxi motivated me to push through my darkest moments. And also, anything is better than eating shit, I have to remind myself.
Okay, I didn't ask that, but you advance, amigo. On to our next round and our next contestant. Up next, we got the eager boy himself, Daryl Rollo. So tell us what you got going on, Daryl.
Hey, my name is Daryl Rollo, and I live on the North Shore, and my wife and I are small business owners. I can't wait to treat her to a trip to Biloxi. We own a bar right off the causeway called...
Okay. Leave some time for the stunts, D-Dog. We don't need the full life story, you know. Are you ready for your challenge?
Got it, man. And hell yeah, as a small business owner, I face lots of challenges, and they ain't stopped me yet.
Great. So for your challenge, you'll be asked to chug this 6-pack of Pud beer.
Oh boy, that's easy. I love Pud. We stock it at the bar.
And use the bathroom at Snake and Jake's while sitting down.
That line takes forever, and that bathroom is dank as the pee-pee on the floor.
And that's exactly why it's a challenge, D. Marquez, bring out the beers. All right, get to chugging.
All right, here I go. Oh boy, that was real touch and go there.
You did it, my man. You're moving on to the next round. How does it feel to be that much closer to Biloxi and Himby Jimby?
Feels like 2 Mardi Gras just hit me all at once, but it ain't nothing. I've dealt with it before up at...
Right on. And for our last contestant, we have the lovely Harmony Alabaster.
Pleasure to be here, Gopher. Go NOLA.
All right, yeah, go NOLA. Cool. So, what's your deal?
Well, I'm a local Airbnb owner that's originally from New York, but I feel like I've always been a New Orleans resident after I moved down here when the prices in the city went up last year, you know?
Oh, cool. Well, thanks for indirectly forcing me to join a union.
You're welcome, Gopher.
Well, Harmony, despite being a gentrifying transplant, you get the most New Orleans challenge of the day. A good old-fashioned drive-by.
Oh my God. I've always wanted to do that. Do you have a gun or do I need to go get mine from home? Are we going out to the east? What kind of car are we using? Does it have tinted windows?
Oh, yeah. This was just like a paintball challenge from like a go-kart thing.
So it's not a real drive-by? We're not going to cap some ops?
No, it was going to be like a closed course challenge type of thing to test your reflexes under pressure and stuff.
Oh, well.
You know what? It's okay. You've demonstrated that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to Biloxi, or whatever else it is you may want. You advance to the final round, Harmony.
Awesome, thanks.
And now it's time for the final challenge to see who will win the grand prize and become the reigning No Fear champion. So we're here in Metairie for our final round, where all 3 contestants have all advanced. Which one of you has what it takes to go to Biloxi? As you may have noticed, there are some festivities going on behind you, and the streets have been blocked off. That's because, for your final challenge, you'll be asked to attend a full parade in Metairie.
Like sober?
Yes, also you can't leave or check your phones, and you must wave at each passing float. I should also mention there can be up to 16 floats in this rolling Metairie Earth Day celebration.
Forget it! I'm out! Metairie parades are against my religion, and I ought to have to go get my stomach pumped from the Walmart King cake. Au revoir, Gopher.
All right, Pierre is out, and then there were 2. How you feeling there, Harmony?
I just can't do this. I don't even go to parades in the city unless we have a space reserved or something. This is too much. I'm out.
All right, that means you're the last one left, Daryl. If you're able to stay for the parade, then you win the grand prize trip for 2 to Biloxi, Mississippi to see the Himby Jimby live at the annual WRYAT Beach Party sponsored by Pud Beer. Are you ready?
Man, traffic is going to be a pain in the butt. Going back over the causeway, if I wait to the end, but heck, if I could just promote my bar, then I'll stick around. No worse than Mandeville parades.
Nope, you can't promote your bar. Nope, you lose, sorry.
Seriously? Y'all said I could promote my bar if I came on.
Hey, man, we don't do quid quo pros around here, buddy. Marquez, get him out of here.
Hey, let me go. Damn you,
Hey, joke's on you. WRYT doesn't even have a union yet. All right, folks, none of the challenges were able to complete our final challenge, so it looks like your boy's going to the beach. This has been No Fear. Stay safe, New Orleans.
If you or someone you know would like to compete on No Fear, log on to WRYATradio.com and provide your contact info and bank info. This has been a WRYAT production and was sponsored by Pud Beer. No contestants were critically injured in the making of the show.
This is WRYAT New Orleans Radio, and we thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.